Today I'm so excited to share with you the best vocal warm-up and rehab exercises I have come across in a long time. It is a semi-occluded vocal tract exercise, which means it occludes the vocal tract so that we can create some back pressure. And I'm going to share with you why that's so important and how you have already been using it, but this is version 2.0. Now I know you've done the warm-up exercises, I know you've done your training exercises and your stretching, but you're also super busy and you don't want to spend every day doing a 20-minute warm-up. So here is the hack, the quick fix, the setup that is absolutely total genius and I think can rock and change your vocal life. So here's how it goes. When we have a semi-occluded vocal tract exercise, like for example, those types of exercise, the reason why they work so beautifully at setting your voice up is that they are creating ideal oscillation, meaning that your vocal folds can swing beautifully, really quickly and really easily. And it does that by having part of your vocal tract closed and thereby creating back pressure. So when you breathe out, you're pushing the vocal folds out quite easily, but sometimes for the vocal folds to come back together is not so easy, especially if we are a little bit out of balance without pressure, which can easily happen when we're nervous and excited, etc. So when we create the back pressure, it helps them close again and it just optimizes the environment. Think about being on a swing and somebody gives you a push. The swing is the thing that swings, but the push just helps it getting into that oscillation movement. And that's what a soft exercise does. Now, the best ever semi-occluded vocal tract exercises I've now come across is straw phonation, which is why I recommend using a very thick straw and a jug of water, ideally along a big container, and a thick straw, and or if you want to make sure that you don't have any splurge on yourself, then have a bottle. This here is called a vocal tube. If you're in the UK, you can get them in the US. It seems to be a little bit challenging. I haven't managed to do that for the US yet. They're a little thicker. If you'd like more thickness, you can take two straws and put them next to each other. However, it works absolutely beautiful in a bubble tea straw, straw, as I like to call them. Okay, so here's how this works. You have your bottle, you have your water, you have your phonation device. Think about weights. The more resistance you have, the heavier weight you have, the more back pressure you have. So when you warm up, you don't want too much resistance in the beginning. So we warm up with not such a depth. And then when you're warmed up and you want to do training, weightlifting, then you go further down. That's the one thing you need to know about this. And the other thing you want to know about this is we're not playing the pan flute. Although we could, which is another interesting exercise. But when you do straw phonation, you close your lips around the straw like so, right? And then we are going to phonate, meaning we're making sounds. The higher you are with the straw, the easier it is. The further the straw is in, the harder it gets. And you're making bubbles and it feels so good. It's so much fun to make the bubbles. Huh? So make the bubbles with the straw only here. And what you do is woo, 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 woo. Just take it through your range, up and up and up, and then down and down and down. And then go crazy, go round and round and round. And what we want to see in the container, here with the bubbles, is a regular stream of air. So what I don't want is this. I can't even do it. When I breathe out, I want a constant stream of air. And you'll find it really easy, but also if you don't have a constant stream of air, basically your bubbles are bigger and smaller and all over the place and you're going, oh, it's a bit strange. And you'll find it quite easy to regulate your stream of breath. Can you see, even though I'm going up in pitch, the bubbles stay the same? Super exciting. It's exciting because it's actually quite easy to not use a lot of air when you do higher pitches, but as soon as we go low, we tend to blow a lot of air through our vocal folds, which means you're drying your voice. You're drying your voice. And so here you're learning to give exactly the same amount of air, no matter where you are in your pitch, which is super good for your voice. Now what you want to do as a speaker is go into your speaking range. The way you do that is by saying things into the straw. We won't understand them, but that's not important. Let's say a sentence like, I will speak into the straw, you won't understand, and that's not important. So I speak in syllables, as you could hear. And then say the sentence afterwards. I speak into the straw, you will not understand what I say, but it is not important. And you will find that it is so much easier to make the sound. Oh, it feels divine, it's so good. A basic exercise would be just to do da 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 or da 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 da. So using your speaking range ha 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 to phonate and have breaks in between. Etc. pp. And that is how you warm up your voice or reset it. If you've had a session or a 2-hour workshop or whatever you've had, give yourself 2 minutes to reset your voice. Give yourself 5 minutes in the morning to set up, and you will see a massive, massive difference. Enjoy and let me know how you're getting on.